Y'all killing me with this.
So I wanted to, highlight a couple time codes where Red Band is actually killing. Like, he actually goes up there and does his goddamn thing. And this, I thought was nice.
This was your brother?
Yes. My brother Jesse. Yes, he was a wild one.
What happened? What happened to Jesse in real life? What's he up to?
So he's dead.
Oh, okay. See, that would have been so, wow, you were quick with that. Did you know he was dead already? No, that was amazing. He just had his hand over the button like, oh, got it.
Dude, you know why Red Band did that? You know why Red Band was so quick with that goddamn button? Dude, wait until I show you this. I almost forgot about this. Red Band had his hand hovering over that button like that because Drew Nikkens bombed his entire minute. This Drew Nikkens guy, he's like one of like the golden ticket winners, the old regulars, you know what I mean? That Tony like fosters on the show. He like brings these guys up and he goes, this one's going to be the next big guy. He did that with Drew Nikkens. He basically took like an actual like Drew has brain damage, like legitimate brain damage. He took a brain damaged man and basically said, check out this little experiment, America. I bet you I put anyone on that stage, anyone at all, and they'll kill. No matter what, no questions asked. Meow. Didn't happen with Drew. Tony's been giving this guy every fucking lifeline that he possibly goddamn can. And Drew fucks it up every single time. And it's fucked up because you can't blame Drew. He's retarded. You know what I mean? So it's like you kind of got to blame Tony. It's like Tony's using this guy as like his own personal freak show. Like, watch this guy's minute. That's why Red Band had his hand over that button waiting for someone to bring up Drew Nikkens' set so that he could bring up that dead bell gong. You know what I mean? Just so happened Drew talked about his dead brother, so it fit. But check out this set. This shit was crazy, dude.
Your first comedian tonight, a golden ticket winner on this show. We don't get to see him that often. He's a growing young boy. He is a wild, growing young boy. Suffered brain damage while in the military. We love him. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a brand new minute from Drew Nikkens.
Ooh, look, Drew coming out, hot new haircut, trying to dance his ass off. He's, yeah, guys, it's me and the gang. Like, so he's trying to get like that clapter. He's trying to get everybody like worked up to be like on his side. These were probably all notes from Tony. Tony is like, you really got to get the crowd on your side before you start that minute, buddy. I'm telling you. And notice how Tony, during his intro, he was really building him up. He's like, this guy, he's a growing young boy. He's a growing young boy. He had brain damage in the military. So he's doing all these points, all these like buzzword points to try to get you to feel bad for Drew Nikkens. Because Tony knows that this guy has like a 99.9% chance of bombing on stage. So like hand sanitizer, this guy has a 99.9% chance of bombing, and Tony knows this. So he's trying to prime the audience for it in hopes that the audience will feel bad for Drew and give him some sympathy laughs. It doesn't work, and I love every second of it.
One of my brother's nicknames was Mr. Brittany Griner Jr. His name was Jesse. He was an all-state athlete, but he was wild. He was a combination of Antonio Brown and Kanye West with a sprinkle of Seth Curry. Yeah, he didn't identify as male or female for a week. He thought he was Crash Bandicoot, the video game character. My man escaped 3 mental hospitals on pure athletic ability. I thought he was Mexican the way he was hopping fences.
Oh, see, they get a laugh out of the Mexican joke. Yeah, because Tony's fucking audience is so retarded. They could laugh when like a Mexican guy gets called like a taco, and then another like 40 jokes will slip by. You get fucking nothing but crickets. And then they go, black guy, watermelon, fried chicken. Everyone starts laughing again. That's the kind of shit. Tony goes, Puerto Rico garbage. The crowd cannot fucking hold their tears back because they're laughing so goddamn hard. This guy, he's throwing all these goddamn jokes, references from left and right, from the 90s, from the early this guy is pulling all the stops out of his ass. The crowd is giving him nothing. This guy goes, I thought this dude was a Mexican. They go, oh, God, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard. And you're trying to tell me Tony's audience is not fucking full-blown retarded? Okay.
He reminded me of an outside cat because he would disappear for 4 days. We wouldn't hear a peep from him. But then he'd come back like nothing happened. And then he'd be real hungry. He'd go from Crash Bandicoot to Garfield really quickly. One time he came back. He had a bunch of cardboard. And he proceeded to dance to the Step Up soundtrack for 2 hours. My parents were so worried. They were like,
okay, I can't.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry. That's enough. I can't. I'm like almost getting like entranced because of like, I was getting like entranced, like at listening to that. I was like about to fall asleep or something just now. I was legitimately getting lost in that. We should have stopped listening to that like 30 seconds ago. You know what I mean? So I apologize for putting you through that. But let's get back to Red Band killing. So now you have the context of that. That's why Red Band was so hot in that button when Drew Nikkens talks about his dead brother.
This was your brother?
Yes. My brother Jesse. Yes, he was a wild one.
What happened? What happened to Jesse
That's who Drew's whole set was about. His brother Jesse.
in real life? What's he up to?
So he's dead.
Oh, okay. See, that would have been so, wow, you were quick with that. Did you know he was dead already? No, that was amazing. Just
see, but he didn't know that his brother was dead, but he knew that set was dead. So he had those buttons ready. He had that shit primed. He was like, this guy's comedy career is done. So he was waiting for those.
had his hand over the button like, oh, got it. Fucking nailed it, Red Band. Absolutely incredible. We're like Dead Band over here. You were just waiting for it. Absolutely incredible with the bell toll. So how long has your brother been dead for?
He passed away 7 years ago.
Okay, 7 years ago. And what exactly happened to your brother?
Okay, so he was like extremely bipolar, like a little bit above Kanye. And
okay, so now this is where Drew's going to start going off in his little fucking tangent bullshit, right? Like, Tony asked him a simple question. Drew's going to start giving him, like, his whole brother's life story. Tony, like, legitimately had to be like, Drew, I'm only asking you this one fucking thing. Yeah, please, Drew, stay on topic here, Drew, okay? But now this is where Red Band starts coming back with that quickness. This is good.
My goodness.
What was the angle of the crash, if you don't mind me asking?
so he got hit by one, and then he spun out like a cartoon character, and then he got hit by another.
So this is what happened to his brother. Tony, I actually had to go to a different time code to get this information for you, right? Legitimately, Tony goes, so what happened to your brother? How'd he die? Drew goes on for 25 fucking minutes. Then we go to the next time code. He finally starts explaining, oh, my brother died in a car crash. So Matt McCusker goes, what was the angle of the crash? And this is where Red Band fucking kills.
By one, and then he spun out like a cartoon character, and then he got hit by another, and it made him collapse and like hit his head really hard, and he rolled into a ditch.
Oh, so he hit.
What the fuck?
You gotta admit, that's good shit. Like, you coming in with that, and look, everyone's dying.
Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen. Red Band making up for 11 and a half years. 11 and a half years he was the weakest link, and now he's thriving, ladies and gentlemen.
Of course, Tony has to take this nice moment for Red Band and be an asshole. Go, 11 years, this guy was like the only person on the show we didn't think was cool or funny. Now he's killing. Oh, this is great. Fuck Tony. Let's give it up for Red Band. Gotta love that Red Band killing every now and then. Now let's cleanse the palate a little bit, right? You got Red Band killing, but I told you that LeMaire was bombing. So let's check out some of these bombs. This asshole gets pulled up from the bucket list, right? Just some regular guy comes up, does his little 1 minute set, whatever. Is it good? I don't remember. So that probably means it wasn't good. If you don't remember, it's probably not good. So Tony starts asking him his interview questions. Tony's like, what do you do for a living, buddy? And the guy's like, I write parking tickets. So they all start talking shit about the parking tickets, this, that, and the other. But LeMaire tries to come in with some goddamn one-liners. You know how these guys do. Somebody like this, right? This little fucking doughy little docile white dude with these fucking pale blue eyes, right? Comes up and goes, I'm a parking meter guy. Naturally, on a show like Kill Tony, one of the guys on the panel goes, not only do you write parking tickets, but you're also a fag. And then everyone starts laughing. That's usually how these things go. LeMaire tries to take a stab at that. He goes, I could come in with the one-liner, really make fun of this fucking dude. Wrong.
Right.
It's a good job.
All right. It's a good job. How much do they pay you?
Actually, dude, thank you for your service, for real, though. Like, give it up to him, for real. Thank you for your service. But also, boo, dude. That shit fucking sucks.
You know what the craziest thing is? There's no way in hell that those motherfuckers were booing because of that guy. Like, 90% of the people in this audience don't even know who LeMaire Lee is, okay? I'm pretty sure you don't even know who LeMaire Lee is. Like, once again, I had to explain this to you. Matt and Shane's secret podcast's old producer, this guy got fired after like 2.5 episodes. So nobody knows who he is. So when he starts trying to command the crowd and go, hey, everybody, actually just give it up for this guy, like, it might as well be one of the bucket pools doing that. The crowd's going to be like, fuck you, dude. We don't know you. Like, are you Tony Hinchcliffe? They're going to be like, get out of here, right? So they all start booing. LeMaire thinks it's for him, right? And Tony's like, bro, you're not even talking about the same bucket pool, buddy. LeMaire is legitimately, he goes, thank you for your service. This asshole on stage has never served a day in his life. The other bucket pool that came up before him did. Okay? So LeMaire is sitting there telling the crowd, hey, actually give it up for this guy, thank him for his service, but also he writes parking tickets, so fuck him. Tony's like, bro, you're not even on the right guy. Like, pull it together, LeMaire.
It's a good job.
All right. It's a good job. How much do they pay you?
Actually, dude, thank you for your service, for real, though. Like, give it up to him, for real. Thank you for your service. But also, boo, dude. That shit fucking sucks.
When you say thank you for your service, LeMaire, what are you
talking about?
Dude, I mean, he's doing a service, dude. He's doing a job.
No, he's not. His tickets go to one guy. They don't even go to the city. They go to a...
LeMaire totally forgot everything about this interview, looked up, saw the camo, and was like, thank you for your service, man.
Look at that. Let's give it up for Bomb 1. This is Bomb 1 from LeMaire. This is Bomb 1. Trust me. There's more, okay? The very next time code, as a matter of fact, we get into LeMaire bombing again. Now, this is a pretty big party foul on LeMaire's end. I'm telling you now, on a show like Kill Tony, this is a big party foul. I got to stop with these seltzers. This thing is fucking me up today.
To be fair, what do you call black people that buy small amounts of weed? Broke ass nigga. Because look, if we got some money, we going to buy us a little sack or two. You know what I'm talking about?
Look, you got to love that. See, didn't I just get done saying some shit like this? But Kill Tony, the audience, they don't laugh unless some black guy or white guy goes up there and goes, black people are N-words, bro. Like, every black person likes weed and fried chicken with some watermelon, a little Kool-Aid, you know? And they all start like, oh my God. They go, a Chinese person, ching chong chang. Everyone starts their heads start exploding, right? This is why this is cop-out comedy. This is not the shit that, like, people should be like, could you tell any of these jokes at a fucking corporate event? Huh? Could you? No. Okay? And quite frankly, you don't want to hear the jokes coming out of a corporate event either. You don't want to hear any stand-up comedy. I'm telling you, trust me. You don't want none of it. Because it's all shit. The best comedy comes from you hanging out with your friends, some funny stuff happen. You guys are in stitches. People are smacking tables. You ever see those videos online that go viral? It's like two black kids laughing. They're smacking the fucking table. All the shit shaking, the camera shake. That's the best time to laugh. You can't laugh when some fucking asshole sitting on a stage with a microphone going, look at me, look at me, look at me, right? You can't do it. So how do these guys try to do it over at Kill Tony? They try to shock the audience. They try to shell shock the audience by just saying like the most whacked out shit. And we all know in 2024, race is a hot button topic. So they start going, hey, black people, N-words and watermelon, Chinese people, slanted eyes and ching chang, Mexicans, tacos. And then the crowds, they start eating it. They go, oh my God, this guy's the greatest. Richard Pryor.
All amounts of weed. Broke ass nigga. Cause look, if we got some money, we gonna buy us a little sack or two. You know what I'm talking about? Shit's crazy as hell. Shout out to everybody, all my weed heads out there.
Yeah, Tony, can we buy weed on YouTube?
Yo, what the fuck is this guy doing? Yo, LeMaire Lee. He's bombing real hard. Now, see, if you don't know the context of Kill Tony, this might not really jive with you. You might be like, what's so weird about that? He asked the question. The guy said, oh, he sells weed to black people, a little bit of amount, broke-ass N-word, you know what I mean? And you would think, okay, there's nothing wrong with that. He just said, hey, Tony, can we buy weed on stage, right? You would think there's nothing wrong with that. The guy's in the middle of his set, right? Part of the Kill Tony format is every bucket pool gets 1 minute of uninterrupted stand-up. Not even Tony interrupts them. He waits until they're done. The only thing that's going to stop you is that goddamn West Hollywood bear. Okay? So this guy starts throwing off his goddamn comedy set. LeMaire starts asking him questions in the middle of his set. Right away, Matt McCusker is like, yo, LeMaire, shut the fuck. What are you doing, dude? I bet you Matt had to vouch for LeMaire to get him on here. Probably because Tony was in a tight spot on guests, right? But that doesn't mean Tony's in the tightest spot. He could still get someone who's better than LeMaire. So Matt probably legitimately had to vouch for him. So LeMaire's doing this stupid shit on stage. Matt's like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, my name is on you right now, goddammit.
Damn crackers. Look. I'll be counseled before Tuesday. I'll be counseled before I even hit the scene. To be fair, what do you call black people that buy small amounts of weed? Broke ass nigga. Cause look, if we got some money, we gonna buy us a little sack or two. You know what I'm talking about? Shit's crazy as hell. Shout out to everybody, all my weed heads out there.
Yeah, Tony, can we buy weed on YouTube?
Can we do that?
It's not done.
That's cool. All right, look, between me and you, if you need a 3-5 after the show, you buy the bathroom, buy the little homeless dude with the 2 dogs, not the 1 dog homeless dude with 2 dogs.
Hell
Okay.
yeah. That part of the show's going to be on BET next week. That's amazing.
Look, Tony coming in. That part of the show is going to be on BET. Yeah, and the audience naturally going wild, you know? So you got to give it up for LeMaire interrupting an uninterruptible set. Like, how does that happen? It's supposed to be physically impossible to interrupt these guys during their sets. You know what I mean? So what the fuck?
And hold my fart like a bong rip.